Hello and welcome guys. So in this lecture again, we'll continue texturing our model. So let's work on the screen a little bit more. I will select the fill layer and first let's rename this to base. And I want to switch up the color a little bit. I'm not quite liking this one. Again, if you remember, we can go up to this link and we can just copy this color over here and then paste it onto our hex code over here in the Substance Painter. But this color, I don't really like it that much. It looks like really weird and I just don't like it at all. So I've decided on a completely different color. If you want, you can like go for this one also, or you can go with the one that I have selected. So I will just copy it up right now. If you want, you can copy it from me. So this is the code 83A053. I think this color looks much better. If you want to like compare it to this one, this looks like really organic and authentic. So I will be going with this one. Alright, so next, to add a little bit more detail to our screen, I will be adding some roughness variation. We can add like things like fingerprints and smearings all over it so that we get a little bit of more detail, because right now it is like really plain. So create a new fill layer, and again we can disable all of the channels except the roughness. So hold Alt and click on the roughness channel. For the roughness, let's see, let's keep it at 0.3 only for now. I will rename this to fingerprints. And let's add a black mask. And now if you go into the texture section and search for a fingerprint grunge map, you will find a lot of these ones. So let's see, we can try maybe this one. I think this one looks really nice. So first select the mask and add a fill layer, and then you can just drag and drop it over here like this. And right away we notice that it does not look that good. So to view it properly, go over here and view the mask so that we can view the mask properly. So you can see the mask is like really large. The fingerprint is looking like this big onto our object. So first let's change this UV projection to triplanar. And yeah, now we can increase the tiling to maybe something like 2. And now I think it is appearing a little bit more properly on our screen. So press M to view it again. And yeah, now you can see it looks pretty good. We can maybe increase the balance to make it even more apparent. Maybe let's set this to 0.7. And next, what we can do is, if you think this is a little bit too much, what you can do is, instead of like adjusting it from over here, one thing that you can do is you can select the roughness from over here and just decrease it completely. You will see that when you decrease it, the effect will soften up a little bit. Or another thing that you can do is go over here and select roughness and then decrease the opacity of the roughness. So if you remember, we were earlier in base color. So this opacity is connected to the base color. If you will decrease it right now, nothing will happen, because this fill layer does not really have any kind of base color channel. So to control its roughness opacity, first need to select roughness from over here, and then we can adjust the opacity. So maybe we can set this to something like 75. And yeah, I think now our screen looks like really authentic and nice. So I will keep it this way only. Let's add another layer. Let's come back to base color. All right. So this layer would be our dirt layer, a little bit of dirt and dust onto our screen. So first let's set up the color. I've already decided on a color. I will just copy up the code, and you can copy it too if you want to. You can copy these values also. It will work pretty much the same. So yeah, this is the color that I would be going for. And next, what we can do is we can reduce its roughness so that it is not that rough and it matches with the screen. So maybe set this to 0.05, something like that. And next, again, we need to add a black mask to mask it out properly. And you can use a grunge map if you want to. It is totally up to you. I will be using a smart mask. So the smart mask I'm going for is, let's see. Yeah, this one, dust surface. This one works like really well with screens. And you can see it appears something like this. not the result that we want. I wanted to appear it only on the edges. So what I will do is I will select the mask, and basically we will set invert to false. And as soon as we do that, you can see this is kind of the effect that I want, and the effect was inverted. So yeah, we just need to turn it off, and now we have our dust or dirt on the edges of the screen. So next what we can do is we can maybe decrease the opacity of this, because obviously this is too much. So maybe something like 30, so that it is like really subtle, and you can see this way our screen looks like really nice. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Next what we can do is we can texture quickly all of the remaining things, like these small things over here. So let's see. First I will select this material, so the plastic black one, and click on this icon, and I will select this piece, this small piece over here, and this one, and maybe this piece at the back like this. Yeah, these are the pieces I want to add the black material to. Next we can create a iron material for these nuts over here. You can also use a smart material if you want to. Select a smart material and search for iron, and you will find a lot of different iron materials, or you can search even with steel. Yeah, there are different steel materials that you will find, or you can create one on your own if you want to. It is really easy, and it is really small, so it won't be that much visible. You can add a fill layer. You can set the metallic value to 1 to make it look like a metal, and now just adjust its color, and we have got ourselves a okayish looking steel material. Obviously it is not that detailed, but our nuts are really small and won't be that much visible. So I just wanted to show you. You can click over here, right click, exclude all, and just select your nuts very easily. And you can see you have added the iron material to them. But I will delete it, and I will just use the smart material only, because I think it looks much better. So let's use this steel scratched. And you can see smart material has all these like dust and scratches and like bumps, everything added to it already, so that we don't have to do anything. You can click over here, right click, exclude all, and select this, select this, select this, and select this. I think I will also select this little pin over here. Yeah, I will also select this thing also. This is also steel material, and select the plastic black, and select this box also, because this is like a USB chip, so it can be a black color. And for this gold one, we can just add a fill layer, give it a gold color, set the metallic value to 1, decrease the roughness, click over here, right click, exclude all, and just select this. And yeah, basically we have a very basic looking chip. That's perfect, I think. And last thing to texture is this thing over here. So what we can do is I will first, let's rename this to gold. Select the screen material, press Ctrl C, then Ctrl V to duplicate it. And this will be our battery sign. Right click, exclude all, and just select this thing. And now select the base layer and just turn the color to black. And you can turn off the dirt layer. Alright, that's pretty good. So we are pretty much done with the basic texturing of a model, and the next step to do is to like add all these text written over here, all these things. So if you look over in the reference images only, come back over here, and sorry, not in the reference images, but in these textures, I've added all these alphas that we can use to texture our model. All these texts, I've already added them, so it would be like really easy and fun. So yeah, I think this is it for this lecture. In the next lecture, we will be adding all the text and everything, and finish with the texturing process. of our Nintendo Game Boy. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.